Hello everyone and welcome to the hands-on demo on Amazon Transcribe. So in this demo, we will perform the following tasks. First, we will create S3 bucket for input audio and output transcripts. Then, we will upload the sample audio file to the input S3 bucket. Then, we will create and run an Amazon Transcribe job. We will test the setup, we will review and verify the transcription output. Also, we will have a use case of real-time transcription. Finally, we will clean up all the AWS resources to avoid any charges. So this is the visual representation. We have sample audio, we have input bucket, output bucket, transcribe service in the middle that will process the audio and store the result at S3 bucket. We'll see the text transcript and we'll clean up all the resources. So first, create input bucket. So I'll copy the bucket name. I have logged into AWS console. I am working in North Virginia, US East 1 region. So search for S3. I'll click S3. So click on create bucket. I'll paste the bucket name. So if this bucket name is universally unique. So if somebody else has already taken this exact bucket name, so just provide some random number at the end. And scroll down, create bucket. Next, there is one more output bucket. So there are two buckets. So I'll copy the bucket name. So this bucket is created. I'll create the second bucket. So I'll paste the bucket name. Scroll down, create bucket. So the two buckets are created. Next, we'll download a sample audio file. So this is publicly available and it's in public domain. So if you click this link, you will be able to listen to this audio, but I'll just download it. So save audio as. I'll save it to a folder. So this file is already there, so I'll just replace it. So I'll close it here. Or you can continue to listen to the audio. So basically it's a speech on farewell to baseball. So once I do the transcription, you will be able to see what is the exact how the text looks like. So it's kind of a bit noisy also. So that is good for this demo. So that will let us know the quality of this service, that it can also able to figure out what is the exact speech was there in the actual audio file. Next, we'll upload the file to the input bucket. So I go to the S3 buckets and click on the input bucket and click on upload and click on add files. So I'll go to the folder where I saved the MP3 audio file. I'll just select it and select open and click on upload. So now the file is uploaded. Next step is to go to the transcribe service and create a transcription job. So you have to go to the transcription jobs and create a job. So I'll copy the job name. Search for transcribe. I'll open this in a new tab. And so this is real-time transcription, which I'll be showcasing later, and transcription jobs, and click on create job. So I'll just go through the other menu items as well. So this is custom language model, and you can have custom vocabulary. There is a vocabulary filtering. You can have real-time analytics, which is part of call analytics. You have post call analytics. You have category management and Amazon Transcribe medical. So this is specific to medical industry. And here also you can have transcription jobs and custom vocabulary for medical industry. And you have AWS Health Scribe. So it is specific to medical related, and transcription jobs for the Health Scribe. But we'll do the regular transcription. So transcription jobs. Click on create job. I'll paste the job name. And you can specify the language. So, or you can have automatic language identification or automatic multiple languages identification. So it can identify multiple language or single language by itself, but we know it's in English US. So we just select that and we'll say the general model. And additional settings is adding this to a job queue, which we are not doing. Next is to specify the input bucket or the input data. So here, click on Browse S3 and click on Transcribe Input. Then you can select the MP3 audio file. So I'll select Choose and then where you want to save. So output data, you can have service managed S3 bucket also, but in this case, I will be choosing my own S3 bucket. So browse S3 and in this case, just click on the this radio box output. So if you go here, it will be like you have to set a folder. So let me showcase again. So click on this radio and that whole bucket will be selected. And if you want to do encryption and if you want to have subtitle file format and any tags you want to provide optional. So click on next. Next, audio settings, you can have audio identification, whether to choose to split multi-channel audio that separates channel for transcription or partition speakers in the input audio when you have more than one speaker. Alternative results, and this is protected health information based on HIPAA privacy rule and toxicity detection, content removal, so personally identifiable information redaction. So basically it will remove that information, for example, social security number or phone numbers and all. And vocabulary filtering can remove, mask or tag specified words in the final transcript. And any custom vocabulary improves the accuracy of recognizing words and phrases specific to your use case. So if you are working for a specific industry where they have their own words and how that gets spoken, you can provide that. And that's it. And click on create job. So this is in progress and this is submitted. So let me just refresh it once. So still in progress. So we'll just check out all the steps. So we have created model data. This was model type, input data, output data, tags, and we have seen all this option. So this was successfully created and we'll wait some time. So when it gets completed, we will be able to check out the transcription. So now I can just click this. So here the status is completed and it will show where is the input data location and output data location. So you can click here and directly go. But in the meanwhile, you can check out the other options. So text, when you use your own S3 bucket for transcription output, the preview is not shown. So in case I chosen the other option, it would have shown the preview also. And audio identification. So this is all it all depends on because I have chosen my own S3 bucket. And other option is how to do the application integration. So if you are integrating with some kind of a web portal or web-based application, this is how the JSON request will look like from front end to the back end. So you can just copy the example API request and response so that you can develop that application, let's say in React or whatever. This is how you will pass in your front end JavaScript or whatever language you are using. So now I'll go to the S3 output location. So I'll just right click and I can open it directly from here. So I don't have to go and browse. And you will be able to see that there is there's a marker file and the actual JSON file which has the transcription. So what I can do, I can just click this and I will open this directly in the browser and this will let me save it to my my desktop. So I'll just say click on save. So this file is already there. I'll say replace. Now I will open this in the in Visual Studio Code, that file. So this file is here. Okay. So this is my first transcription job JSON. So this is the whole JSON file. So this is all now in single line. So what you can do, you can say Command Shift P and format document. So then it will neatly format it into JSON and it's easier to now see how the output looks like. So I'll just go to the start of the file and this is the job name, account ID, status completed, and this was the transcript. I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That I might have been given a bad break, but I have got an awful lot to live for thank you. So this is the whole transcription, 21 seconds. And then there are different items. So it will say like pronunciation and punctuation. So the first word, which was I. So this, it will now do word by word. What is the word? What is, whether it's a pronunciation or punctuation. So this is the zero index and how confidence the model is that it has figured out that this is I. So it is 99.8% sure. And this, in the audio, this starts at start time and end time. So this is at start of 0.17 seconds, and that, of course, that it finished in 0.68 seconds. Then second word, right? Pronunciation. I consider. Then third, myself. Same confidence score and the type and pronunciation, and let me see if there is any punctuation. Okay, the whole audio does not have. Okay, so this is okay, so all the words have been figured out, and last is thank you and end, right? So this is the which word, thank and thank you. And you can see there's a one dot at the end, which is punctuation, right? And then there are then it has broken into audio segments. So there are 3 segments. So there are a total of 36 words, including the dot at the end. And the first segment, it has broken into this from here to here that I might have. Then there is this is the second segment being given a bad break, and third segment, but I have got an awful lot to live for and thank you. So this is how it has done the transcription. So we have seen till here, and next step is to, we have seen the preview, application integration part and output. We have checked out the JSON file, and now I will just do a real-time transcription. So this is the this is which I want to like speak out, and I will see how it performs. So I go to the transcribe service and I'll open real-time transcription in a new tab, and I will say start streaming. As soon as I start streaming, it will start recording my audio and displaying the transcription in real time. And I'll just keep all the default options. So audio settings, content removal, customizations. So similar options, application integration, which I talked about, custom vocabulary and custom language model, and vocabulary filtering, personally identifiable information identification and redaction. So if you want, but I'll just go ahead with all the default settings. So I need to look at this particular, I want to speak out this one. So I'll just click on start streaming. So I'll just say allow recording my audio. Amazon Transcribe can process speech at a rate of 16,000 samples per second with less than 3-second latency. This technology is perfect for customer service calls, live meetings, and voice-controlled applications in enterprise environments. Notice how it handles punctuation, capitalization, and even technical terms like EC2, S3, and DynamoDB with high accuracy. Now I will pause, so let someone else speak, but anyway I will continue. This demonstrates how Transcribe can identify different speakers in real-time conversations. Let us test some challenging words: Kubernetes, API gateway, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and AWS Lambda functions. This real-time transcription capability makes Amazon Transcribe ideal for live applications requiring immediate speech-to-text conversion. So I am stopped streaming, and we can just quickly verify the results. So I can see it has got pretty much whatever I have spoken out correct, right? Capitalization, even technical terms, DynamoDB. Now I will pause, so let someone else speak because I don't have anybody for this recording. But anyway, I will continue. This demonstrates how Transcribe can identify different speakers in real-time conversations. let us test some challenging words. So that was, this is Kubernetes, so it could not probably the way how I speak, so probably it could not write. So API gateway, machine learning, and artificial intelligence, and so AWS Lambda function. So slight, okay, it has put like AWS not right. And this real-time transcription capability makes Amazon Transcribe ideal for live applications requiring immediate speech to text conversion. So pretty much it's, like I said, more than 90%. Probably it did not got the Kubernetes, that particular technical term, correct, right? So I can say, okay, the result is quite good, and we'll continue. So this we have done, we have seen how the transcription looks like, and we have seen the language settings and other settings and application integration. And then finally, we'll just clean up all the resources. So we'll delete all the files and the input and output bucket. So I go to the S3 buckets and click on, so this is status is closed. Okay. So when we upload it, and I go to the buckets, and first I'll clean up the output bucket. So I'll say click on empty and type it permanently delete. Okay, click on exit, and now select the other bucket, also input bucket, and type the permanently delete, and click on empty, click on exit, then take any bucket and just click on delete. So you copy paste the bucket name, so bucket is deleted, and just take the second bucket and click on delete. I'll copy paste the bucket name, okay, so T is missing, transcribe, and click on delete bucket. So we have deleted the two buckets, and lastly we just can delete the transcription job as well. So empty bucket, delete, and delete the transcription jobs. So there's only one job, so I just come here, transcription jobs, and select this and click on delete. So click delete. So with that, I think we have deleted everything, and that's all. Thanks for watching.